My mom loves that song. So weird though, rap music has totally like influenced the youth, like for the bad. Like my little brother like thinks he's black. You know, he's Jewish and he's 9 years old. And he speaks with a lisp. I would like pick him up from his Hebrew school. You know, I'd have like K-Rock playing or something. You know, he'd be like, bro, you gotta put on Power 106, man. That's where hip hop lives. I try to like teach him like cool little things, but sometimes like I don't realize that he's like too young for stuff. It's like we're in the car and I'm like, what's the matter, buddy? You look a little down. He's like, dude, I was talking to Susie and all of a sudden Matt came in and like stood right in front of me and started talking to him. And I'm like, dude, you were cock blocked. He's like, what? Now he like uses it at like the wrong times. He's like, bro, you said you were gonna come over and play basketball on Sunday. You're being such a fucking cock block. He's 9 years old. It's funny, my parents got him a cell phone for Christmas. And yeah, we're Jewish, but you know, we celebrate Christmas. I don't know. It's funny though, because I was like, oh bro, that's cool, man. You got a cell phone. You're the only 9-year-old kid I know with a cell phone. He's like, how many 9-year-old kids do you know, you fucking weirdo? You got me. So you guys are drinking on a Tuesday. That's real spiritual. I used to drink on a lot of Tuesdays. Now I'm in a program where you have to admit you're powerless over drugs and alcohol and your life has become unmanageable. It's weird though, because people have different definitions of what unmanageable is. You know, it's like there's a guy in my meeting, he's like, you know, after I got my third DUI, my wife left me, haven't seen my kids in a while, I killed my dog, and tattooed my baby. It was a hell of a night. You know, I get up there, I'm like, you know, there was a 6 or 7 month period where my room was really messy. I was waking up next to random women and their homes weren't very clean. Stupid though, you know, I started exercising a little bit, you know, but my friends are like, oh, he's sober now, so he's exercising. I'm like, I actually started exercising because I don't have a job. You know, I look at those guys in magazines with ripped muscles and six packs. I'm like, dude, these guys must have been unemployed for a while. Yeah. They say it's a disease. Alcoholism's a disease, you know. If it is a disease, shouldn't it get the benefits that other diseases have? You know, can you call into your work and be like, sorry, boss, can't come into work tonight. Yeah, my alcoholism's really acting up. I don't know, I've been drinking all my fluids. I just broke up with a girl. Yeah. It's weird though, because they normally break up with me. It's like I've heard them all. I've heard that, you know, I just don't want a boyfriend right now. I've heard I just need time to concentrate on myself. You know, or we had fun in New York, but I didn't expect you to move to LA. That was the best. The only thing that sucks about being single though is like first dates. You know, it's like first dates suck because you don't really meet the person, you're just meeting their representation. Yeah, I went to, you know, art school in my early 20s, I played piano for 35 years, and I, you know, teach little black children how to be good people. And pay their bills. You know, I mean, what if we had the comfort to be honest on our first dates, truly, you know? It's like, well, I wake up around 10:30. You know, I masturbate to my ex till about 11:15. Then I talk to my mom for 2 hours. While I watch America's Scariest Police Chases. Oh, man. You know, towards the end, though, you start thinking about the beginning a little bit. You know, it's like I was a complete triple threat when I met this girl. You know, I was unemployed, living at home with my parents, and I drove a 1994 Ford Escort. The cracked windshield edition. You know, and I'm like, you know, this is great though. I got this great girl. She's blonde hair, blue eyes. She's a little flat-chested. You know, but she didn't mind that I live with my parents, you know? Like, on the other hand, I'm like, what kind of fucking girl is this that doesn't mind her 26-year-old boyfriend living at home? Fucking loser. She always thought she was fat, though. She's like, oh my God, I'm fat. I'm totally getting fat. She's like, you're fat. You think I'm fat. You're fat. Like, baby, you're not fat. Fat girls have big boobs. That one was for me. She would blame shit on her period when she didn't even have it. You know, but like, baby, what's the matter? She's like, God, I just had like this horrible day at work today, and like I just come home and everything just seems to be wrong, and I'm getting my period in like 3.5 weeks. I'm like, I wish I had some shit to blame stuff on like that, you know? It's like, dude, why'd you miss that layup? I'm like, bro, I'm on my period. You know? Why didn't you fuck that girl last night? Oh, I'm on my period. We did everything together, traveled, we got lost together. Isn't it weird, whenever you seem to get lost, you seem to be in a ghetto? You know, what about people in the ghetto? Where do they get lost? They pop their heads out on Rodeo and they're like, shit, we need to get the fuck out of here. True story, true story. We went to this really, really nice Italian restaurant for dinner. And there was a waitress that was walking through the aisle and she had a swastika right on her sleeve. I was appalled. I was like, what kind of Italian restaurant in the first place is going to hire a woman? Oh, come on, that was cute. Anyways, I think I'm going to end with this. I am Jewish, if you haven't gathered by now with all my anti-Semitic remarks. All right, here's one. Jewish people are fucking hypocrites. So I was in Israel not long ago. Actually, that's a lie. It was about 9 years ago. But I was in the Tel Aviv bus station, and I was looking for a turkey and cheese sandwich. I went to the deli, and I asked for a turkey and cheese sandwich. The guy wouldn't give it to me because it's not kosher. You can't mix the meat and cheese, but turkeys don't lactate that way. So I was a little confused, you know? So I asked the guy, I'm like, let me get a turkey and cheese sandwich. He's like, I'm sorry, my friend, I cannot do this. I was like, why not? He's like, it's not kosher. I was like, fine, let me get a turkey sandwich and a side of cheese. He was like, no. I'm like, why not? He's like, I know what you're going to do with it. Same guy actually tried to sell me weed afterwards. It was okay to get, you know, weed, but I couldn't mix milk and meat. It's great. You know, he's like, my friend, if you want, I could get you some weed. I'm like, no, that's all right. He's like, for a small price, I could get you opium. I was like, no, dude, but you're the man. He's like, oh, you want man? My name's Dominick Lofaso. Thank you, Pasadena.